Allah Alhayna wa Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Hamashiach wa Malakia Bahashim Hava Rapaka Kurash Barakatham Bawara Baba Ba wa Kwam Yasharala. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone who teach us daily, to the men out there teaching the likewise doctrine. I say to you, Shalom. Today we're going to get into these coons, to be continued, because they're getting revealed more and more by the day. Y'all, you Babylonians, you worship these idols, these actors, actresses, athletes, rappers, whatever. But in the end, you're going to find out that they done sold their soul. Esau got their nuts somewhere in the safety deposit box, because they are not standing up for the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. So if they're not standing up for righteousness, there's only one thing they could stand up for, and that's wickedness. So let's get into these videos, and then we're going to get into some scriptures, and going to see where it takes us. All right, let's go here. Let me see if I can move this out the way. Computer kind of slow today.
Like, listen, this is a space where none of us is. You still own a team to this day? Yeah.
Hold up, y'all.
I'm like, listen.
I think Esau messing with his stuff. Hold up, let me come out of here for a second. Esau messing with my stuff, man. All right, let's try it again. Hold on, y'all. All right, here we go. Now, in this video, it says that Amari Stoudemire, back in 2021, he claimed that the African Americans are Israelites. Now, let's see what's happening.
Like, listen, this is a space where none of us is. You still own a team to this day? Yeah, I'm like, listen, and the African Americans that were brought here as slaves are Israelites. So let me go here now, plant a seed here, build this program here, so that way now that we're returning back to our land, so then now, I built that whole little infrastructure. There's a whole different level of like learning, infiltrating, and also building in a space where we once were. And so I went through that whole process of like, we're back.
By the way, we drinking, what's that called?
What's that? Stoudemire wine?
Stoudemire wine?
Yeah, this right here is an origin. Take care, man. Yeah, so
now y'all see Slim Thug on the show too, right? So he knows who we are as well. But why he ain't speaking on it? Because he worried about his money. Now let's get some scriptures. Okay, let's get this one. Worried about his money, right? This is Mark chapter 8, verse 36. And this is the red letter, so this is Yahweh Shai speaking. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Verse 37. Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? Verse 38. Whosoever therefore shall be ashamed of me, of my words in this adulterous and sinful generation, of him shall the Son of Man be ashamed when he cometh in the glory of his Father with holy angels. Now, let's go out of here for a second, because the next video I want to bring up is this one. Now, y'all heard him say who we are, right? Now, check this out.
Man, listen, man. How is it that Amari Stoudemire, who says that he grew up as an Israelite, claims that he's a Hebrew Israelite, but has absolutely no smoke for any of the individuals criticizing Kyrie Irving? In fact, he's become an apologist for Kyrie Irving, saying Kyrie Irving.
See what I'm saying? See? Now, if you know you're an Israelite and you know that people are not going to like this news, why would you back down? Why would you pretend that you're black again and not stand stiffly for your heritage and for the throne? I got some scriptures that can answer that. It goes, this is Jeremiah. No, this is Psalm chapter 94, verse 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? Jeremiah chapter 48, verse 10. Cursed be he that doeth the work of the Lord Yahweh deceitfully, or cursed be he that keepeth back his sword from blood. Mara Stoudemire is keeping back his sword from blood because he's trying to, what's the word? He's trying to please his masters. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to anger his masters. So what he did in exchange, well, he threw his brother under the bus. Proverbs chapter 11, verse 4. Riches profit nothing in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. Your money ain't gonna save you in the time of tribulation, because these paper dollars gonna be worthless at that time. They are already on their way out right now as we speak.
He needs to do his research and stuff before he be promoted. I'm like, is Amari Stoudemire okay?
Now, see, he just said that Kyrie need to do his research and stuff first. He has done his research, and you can tell because he has faith in what he believes in. Faith takes time and patience and learning and studying and reading to build. A lot of these fly-by-nights, they don't have their faith firmly established. They don't have a rock. That rock is Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Without faith, you cannot be saved. So if you ipping in and out and you don't know what you believe, that's not pleasing to the Lord. Let's get this right here. This is James chapter 1, verse 8. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways.
Oh man, these little corn-fed Negroes, bro. It's
We call them the coon squad. Let's go.
ridiculous, but help is on the way. Jaylen Brown, vice president of the NBA Players Association, just said that the Players Association, they got a lot of problems with all of the criteria that is required to reinstate Kyrie. It's troublesome. And let me tell you something. The Players ain't gonna let it happen. I done told y'all. Some of these guys are gonna sit back and say, hey, yo, we can't let this happen, bro. If we let this precedent work, these guys control us. Even if it's not for Kyrie's sake, for our own sake, we can't let the Nets do this. The Calvary's coming. I'm telling you, the Calvary's coming. And this is going to become a much bigger issue. I hope these NBA, not even the GM, these owners, these Jewish owners realize what they've started. Listen, Joe Tsai, whatever your name is, you better fall on your sword real quick, buddy, because the end is near. That's right. The cash cow is up. And all you little turncoat Negroes, LeBron and all you other guys who sat there criticizing Kyrie, you're not going to be able to eat off of what's coming next. That's what's going to.
Mm-hmm. And there's, who was it? LeBron James. It was Shaq. Who else? Charles Barkley. And it was a gang of, man, that just threw this man under the bus because he's standing stiffly for what he believed.
It's going to happen. It's going to turn on you guys fast. Your fans are going to fall off. Your legacy is going to die because we're going to cancel a whole lot of you. You showed up and you showed yourself. We see who you are. Mari Stoudemire, you should be ashamed of yourself, bro.
He ain't ashamed. He is not ashamed because he wants his money. Now, let's get a couple more scriptures. This is 2 Ezra chapter 2, verse 47. So he answered and said unto me, it is the Son of Yahweh, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord. You have to stand your ground regardless. You can't be worried about how somebody feel about the truth. You don't care. We don't care. You don't care about hurting people's feelings because they've been lied to and coddled their whole life. Now some truth can come up. Oh, now you hurt my feelings with the truth. Oh, well, you'll be all right. Our job is not to hold back our swords. Our job is to tell you the truth. Now, if you can't handle that, that's an issue you got going on within yourself that you need to figure out how to deal with. It's not our job to try to figure out how to sugarcoat it to you so your feelings won't get hurt. We don't care. Why we don't care? But the Lord told us not to care. He did not give us the spirit of fear. Let's get that. Second Titus chapter 1, verse 7. For Yahweh hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. That's why we so fearless with this thing. And truth be told, y'all ought to be tired of being lied to anyway. Yo, Kyrie and Kanye, yeah, they did shine some light on this thing. But they ain't saying nothing different. Matter of fact, they don't even have the whole story. They don't have the whole truth, but they have enough to bring attention to the whole thing. And they ain't doing nothing different that the apostles and the elders and the bishops of Great Millstone and the brothers on down have been doing for decades. It's just now prophecy time. It was time for all this to come out due to prophecy. So now y'all seen on Drink Champs that he said he grew up an Israelite, right? But then he gonna throw Kyrie up under the bus. Talking about he need to apologize. Apologize for what? Who apologizes for being them? I'm not apologizing for being me. That's the dumbest thing you could ever do. If you do something that stupid, these people know that they got your nuts in a safety deposit box somewhere. That's just like a Edomite apologize for being an Edomite. A Mexican apologize for being a Mexican. No. We're not apologizing for being who we are, who the Bible says we are. You don't like it, turn off the video, because we don't care about your feelings. James chapter 1, verse 26. If any man among you seem to be religious, or bridle not his tongue, but deceiveth his own heart, this man's religion is vain. Titus chapter 1, verse 16. They profess they know Yahweh, but in works they deny him, being abominable and disobedient, and unto every good work reprobate. Reprobate means rejected. You have been rejected by the Lord. You fronting, just like them fake Jews over there in our land. You fronting just like them. You ain't no better than them. Stoudemire, Shaq, LeBron, Charles Barkley, all you grown men 7 feet plus wearing heels and wigs and makeup and dresses. Man, we don't respect none of you coons. None of you turncoats, coon squad. Because you ain't got no nuts. You ain't got no nuts to stand up for what you believe. Now, I got another video. And this is on. Look at this. Shaq gets canceled after being exposed for playing the same movie. It says Shaquille O'Neal's theater shows Kyrie Irving's anti-Semitic movie. Why are they calling it that? Because he didn't make this movie. He just shared it, shared a link. Fans berate Shaq over hypocritical take on Nets guard. Now, he called this man an idiot, right? For sharing a link to a movie. But back in 2018, Shaq owns a theater in New Jersey, a movie theater. He played the same movie in his theater. But you see his big ass trying to throw Kyrie under the bus because his masters told him to. Shaq, you might well be easy. Put your dress back on, baby. Go and get your stilettos. An 8-foot woman. Check this out.
All right, you guys. So pro basketball updates. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Shouts out to the Lions Den basketball community. Shout out to my brother A Weapons. He represent Midlife Music forever. Make sure that you guys hit that like button, share this video, check the comment section so that you guys get the link to the playlist. Y'all don't miss none of the videos we dropped on this channel today. We dropped a lot of videos, man. So make sure y'all get all the videos as we bring y'all some heat tonight. As this situation with Shaquille O'Neal gets deeper, as Shaquille O'Neal came out talking crazy about Kyrie Irving, as the whole sports world went off on Kyrie because Kyrie posted a link on his social media account to a movie. And because of that, you understand what I'm saying? Kyrie also came out and said that he doesn't hate anybody. He doesn't have any ill will towards anybody. He respects all races, colors, religions, creeds. Kyrie Irving said all of this. And it still wasn't enough as these people demanded apologies from Kyrie Irving. And then after apologies, they wanted to go through all these different meetings with religious leaders and all this stuff they want Kyrie to do as they publicly shame Kyrie Irving. And the whole world slams Kyrie Irving and tries to slander his name as far as putting stuff in his mouth that he didn't say. And they're making it seem like Kyrie directed and wrote the movie.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? When Kyrie's already said that he hasn't. So Kyrie came out, gave a formal apology, and that still wasn't enough. They want him to meet with the leaders of the community so that he can get educated, quote unquote, about why he did what he did was wrong and this and the third. They don't make you do all of this stuff when people disrespect black folks. I don't hear nobody pushing for people to go through all of this stuff just to be rehabilitated, quote unquote. You understand what I'm saying? So that you can go back into the public world, right? But then you got all this stuff. Nobody wants to check out Joe Tsai, his associations, you know, the owner of the Brooklyn Nets. Nobody wants to go check out Alibaba and their associations and company he worked with, or he owns, excuse me. You know what I'm saying? And it's quite funny. Nobody wants to talk about Amazon in the NBA because NBA got a mega deal with Amazon. Amazon sells this thing. So if it's
See, and you already know who owns Amazon, a cheap suit, one of the cheap suits. Now, my thing is this. If this movie is so horrible, why was it even up on Amazon in the first place? It was only when he shared the link that it became this vile, abominable movie. I mean, just the fake Jews, they talked about this movie like it was the worst thing to ever been created. But that was after he shared the link, not before. Now, they are punishing this man because he knows who he is. And they trying to re-indoctrinate him. They want him to go through all these processes to get back on the basketball court. They want to re-indoctrinate him. They want to put him back to sleep. They want him calling himself black again. They want him to call on the name of cheese and rice again. But he knows who he is. That's why he said he's not backing down. Same stance we have. We're not going back to Christianity. We're not going back to cheese and rice. Are you crazy? We're not going back to believing in a bunch of lies. Let's get some scriptures, man. Joel chapter 2, verse 27. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord Yahweh, your power, and none else. Christians, and my people shall never be ashamed. We ain't catering to the feelings of nobody. If you don't like the fact that we Israelites, oh well, you'll get over it in the kingdom. This is not up to you people anymore. This is the will of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Now, unless you are a God, you have no say-so in what's about to happen to these people going into slavery. Luke chapter 6, verse 22. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you, and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. Salaki, let me turn this off. All right, let's go. Lamp just started flashing for no reason. Matthew chapter 5, verse 10. Blessed are ye which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Verse 11. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. That's why we ain't worried about you people talking about us, because the Lord got y'all in a trick bag too. Verse 12, rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. They always did this to the Israelites. But this is going to be the last time, baby. Galatians chapter 4, verse 16. Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? The answer is yes. But guess what? We don't care about the opinions of future slaves. All right, let's go into the Apocrypha real quick. And we're going to the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. See if I can get some light. Okay. Then shall the righteous man stand up in great boldness before the face of such that have afflicted him and made no account for his labors. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the arrangement, at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all they had looked for. Yeah, that's happening right now. We're fulfilling prophecy. Oh, sloppy. Now let's let it read some more.
So hurtful. Why is the NBA not cutting ties with Amazon? Oh, I know why. Because they got $1 billion deal coming down the pipe. See what I'm saying? But nobody got the heart in the sports media to ask Adam Silver about this fake outrage they got against Kyrie Irving. But don't
right. It's a fake outrage. These people acting like they so mad, but all they want him to go back to sleep. All this apologizing. I am not apologizing for being me. I'm not apologizing for being an Israelite. That's the stupidest thing I ever heard. Revelation chapter 12, verse 10. Oh, Salaki, let's get Isaiah chapter 59, verse 15. Yeah, truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. And the Lord Yahweh saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment. Why? Because of Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof, if not wherein who is he? That's why there was no judgment or wrongful judgment proceeded. Revelation chapter 12, verse 10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God and the power of his Hamashiach. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night. They always lying on us. They put so many words in this man's mouth, it's ridiculous. And he told them that he was not promoting anything. He was sharing a link. But they put words in his mouth and lied on him. And now you got these coons doing the same thing. They say never trust a bald head and a bald face. And Shaq and Charles Barkley, y'all proved it once again. The elders was right once again. Coon ass niggas. Exodus chapter 20, verse 16. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Your neighbor is an Israelite. This is what this is talking about. It's not talking about everybody, because this book was not written to everybody. Deuteronomy chapter 19, verse 18. And the judges shall make diligent inquisition, and behold, if the witness be a false witness, and have testified falsely against thy brother, verse 19. Then shall ye do unto him as if as he had thought to have done unto his brother. So shalt thou put the evil away from among you. Isaiah chapter 54, verse 17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord Yahweh, and their righteousness is of me, saith the Lord Yahweh. Romans chapter 8, verse 31. What shall we say to these things? If Yahweh is for us, who can be against us? Y'all don't know the power y'all playing with. You coons, y'all believe in Esau and his money so much. Y'all about to go down with him. Romans chapter 9, verse 6. Not as though the word of Yahweh have taken none effect, for they are not Israel, which are Israel. Yeah, they're Israelites, but they're wicked, so they are not of Israel. You might as well be an Edomite or a Moabite or Amalekite, because you do not have the Israelites' best interests. You have been turned out by Esau. Sirach chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord Yahweh, prepare thy soul for temptation, set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. So when you denounce this world and you come back to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, people ain't gonna like you. They think something wrong with you. They think you crazy. But no, the real crazy people are these Babylonians, these Americans. They don't know how crazy they are because Esau done gave them licenses to sin and be crazy. You so crazy, you think this is normal. Sirach chapter 13, verse 23. When a rich man speaketh, every man hold his tongue. Rich men, Shaq, LeBron, Stoudemire, Barkley, these coons, the coon squad. When a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue, and look what he saith, they extol it to the clouds. But if a poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this? And if he stumble, they will help to overthrow him. See, you become an enemy of this world when you stand up for the name of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. So if you denounce Christianity and all these other false religions Esau pulled out his ass, you become an enemy of this world. And to back that up, this is John chapter 15, verse 18. If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. They hated the Lord. It was the Lord's people that had him executed, Israelites. And they back on this earth, and he gonna go holler at them. He gonna pull up on them. Because of reincarnation, they are back on this earth to receive their judgment. Let's get it. Revelation chapter 1, verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds. Those are the chariots, camouflage as clouds. And every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so am I. Yeah, they back on this earth. Same ones that hung him on his tree. He was not crucified by nailing his hands and feet to a cross. No, he was hung. Now that alone should convince you that he was black. Edomites don't hang other Edomites. Roman, even wicked Israelites don't hang Edomites. So yeah, the ones that are responsible for his death during that time, he gonna pull up on them. And we're gonna see what the deal is. John chapter 15, verse 19. If ye were of the world would love its own. But because ye are not of the world, but because I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. Verse 20. Remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. Verse 21. But all these things will they do, unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. They don't know the Lord. They only say they do. Bunch of liars. They got that from Esau. John 1:8. Double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. You're going to throw this man under the bus for a movie that you showed in your theater 3 years prior. So not surprised. These celebrity niggas is not what you think they are. All these hard-ass gangsters, even Ice Cube, he ain't a nigga he ain't got no attitude no more. But in the movie Straight Outta Compton, he told you about that Jew, that fake Jew, that jacked them out of all their money. But now he don't want no smoke. Ice Cube. He ain't no nigga with no attitude no more.
Keep the same energy all the way across the board. If you're gonna have energy for somebody, right, and you say something is wrong with one person, shouldn't, if somebody else or the same thing happens to somebody else, it should be the same energy all the way across the board. That's all I'm saying. See, they don't have that. This is personal hatred for Kyrie. This is personal against Kyrie Irving. You understand what I'm saying? Kyrie Irving called the people in the media pawns, and he went against them on a jab and all this other stuff. This is their opportunity to get Kyrie back big time. But now it's backfiring because Shaq has been completely exposed. As Shaq was one of the main guys coming out running his mouth, talking down on Kyrie Irving. And apparently, according to the reports, Shaq, who has a theater, actually showed this movie that Kyrie Irving is getting tore off the shreds by. Shaq's theater showed this movie. His theater showed this movie, and fans are letting them hear it. They're not playing with Shaq about this, right? Now, it says that, watch this. We're talking about the fact that the Nets guard shared a documentary from 2018, right, on his Twitter. Now, you understand what I'm saying? Watch this, right? Now, it says, while talking about this debacle inside the NBA, Shaq and Charles Barkley went in on Kyrie, calling him an idiot. Shaq would then express his disappointment with the fact that he's even being called upon to talk about this rather than actual basketball. You know what I'm saying? But the fans went and cooked this bum Shaq. As the fans went digging, and they found out that Shaq was a big hypocrite. You understand what I'm saying? Because actually, Shaq, according to the reports, played this film. He played the film in his own theaters. This is the hypocrisy of these buck dancers. Now watch this, y'all. So it says Shaq gets called a hypocrite following his Kyrie Irving comments. So this is some incredibly astute observations made by fans following the Kyrie Irving debacle has brought up some dirt on the big Aristotle, aka Shaquille O'Neal. It's been confirmed through a tweet shown that a theater Shaq owns actually screened the movie Irving promoted back in 2018. They said the theater is Cityplex 12 in Newark, New Jersey, and it was the one that showed this movie. Shaq has never addressed this at the moment of his screening, and he has yet addressed this currently. It says, with Shaq being an incredibly public figure, it's safe to say that the virality of this tweet would reach him soon enough, him not having justified why a theater owned by him screened his documentary, however, has led to some fans being very angry online. You guys see Shaq getting the business from everybody on social media. You know what I'm saying? And this is the hypocrisy of Shaquille O'Neal, as they're calling this dude out for his hypocrisy to blast Kyrie for retweet or for tweeting something, but you actually played the movie in your theater, and now you have been exposed by the people. So I wonder what's going to happen with Shaq. Are they going to have the same energy with Shaq that they had with Kyrie? Because Shaq representing some NBA somehow with the show they're doing, right? So are they going to distance themselves with Shaq? What about all the companies that are local, that are attached to Shaquille O'Neal? What they going to do? They gonna keep the same energy with him they kept with Kyrie? Y'all gonna try and listen. Anybody shucking and jiving, they deserve what they get. Shaquille O'Neal came out here and cut a whole one on Kyrie. Point play period. You understand what I'm saying? But you know how 50 said back in the song, don't throw stones. If you live in a glass house, if you got a glass jaw, you should watch your mouth. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let me know what y'all think. Shaq gets exposed. Peace.
All right. Let's see what else, y'all. Now let's get about to close out. Points been made. This is why we go so hard, because we don't care about this world. It's about to end anyway. 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shah Mashiach. Those which you see on the highways and byways, the soldiers, the prophets, the teachers, the servants of the throne, by Yahdawadah, house of David. 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 4. No man that warreth entangle himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier. So we're going to ride for the names of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah. We're going to ride for the throne of David. We're going to ride for the 12 tribes. And we don't care who you are, if you're a 2/3 Israelite or not. If you got something to say about this, guess what? We're going to cut you up with scriptures too. We don't care, because a 2/3 Israelite is worse than an Edomite. This is for all you 2/3 Israelites, all you coons, all you broke ass niggas. Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 5. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, cursed be the man that trusteth in man and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departeth from the Lord Yahweh. I got one more for you broke ass niggas. This is John chapter 8, verse 44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. Call all you lala haya now Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah Mashiach wa Malaki by Hashem Hara Wap Kakwarash Baraka Thumb the Wada Baba Ba Wa Kwam Yasharala Shalom.